So for the first part of the two-piece combo, we're going to be watching Bambu from the Beat Rock music label with Oakland Freestyle. It's a cappella, so, you know, spoken word.
Yeah. Close enough.
Let's get it.
I'm off the cuff like wealthy white people with lawyers. Spoiler, this election year was fear and paranoia. It's guns and immigration.
Real quick, what year was this? 2015. All right, so that was before, that was before Trump, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fear of Islamic invasions while I'm still here in fear of Caucasians and police stations.
Hey, fear of Islamic invasions while I'm still here in fear of Caucasians and police stations, dog.
It's that Fresh Coast style of
syllable. Guess how many words we can rhyme in one sentence.
But again, like not wasting a single syllable.
Yeah,
it still makes sense.
Yeah,
I mess with it.
Election year was fear and paranoia. It's guns and immigration, fear of Islamic invasions while I'm still here in fear of Caucasians and police stations. My skin will cause a panic, my nose will have them frantic. Accent and slang will have officers yelling, show me your hands, damn it. God damn it, if God was for real, he wouldn't have made him. He wouldn't have let him fly a flag, the signal of occupation. That signal along rebellion, turn terrorists into children, shoot Donald Trump out of cannon and take your fucking raps with him.
So Donald Trump, 2015, like the election was 2016, right? But I guess he was in the running.
I guess the DNC is talking about, like the actual, the primaries.
Yeah.
You thought I'd skip over you bum rappers, you subpar. Swear to God, Adele got more impactful bars than half you frauds.
Hey, one thing about Bambu too is like he has this super Best Coast style. I said it because we is the best. But like,
you know what it is?
He extra does, dog. He extra has this like that one thing that like Snoop. There's this tradition of like. I'm making the shit look easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rapping and it's fucking dope and you know it's dope. And I'm just here fucking drinking my coffee, bro.
And smoking a J.
Again, Best Coast.
Yeah, he made it look easy. Like
smoking a J out in public before weed was recreationally legal in Cali.
We've been normalizing, dog. Shout out to everybody that got that fucking
and then
ticket.
He has like what is that? A coffee or maybe juice?
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Fucking raps with him. You thought I'd skip over you bum rappers, you subpar. Swear to God, Adele got more impactful bars than half you frauds. Tough talking, walk up on him like, what's up with it? Walk out on a bull from LA and leave a real stitches. I make figure 8 configurations, cross your neck and face. I wish your mom had let you run with scissors at an alarming pace. You go on tours where you don't even meet the headliner. I go out on tour and tour the countryside with coal miners. Indigenous Filipinos who slave for the slave wage. I tour where they suffer and support organizers who push for change. I go out on tour and integrate with the working type.
For who push for change, like they push work for change.
I dig it, man.
Because Filipino sweatshops and shit, like they make pennies and shit. So push for change, but also pushing for.
Man, that's deep. I didn't even hear it, bro.
I think you might be reaching there, but
no, because he also has like his album called Spare Change.
Okay,
and it's playing into that wordplay.
Indigenous Filipinos who slave for the slave wage. I tour where they suffer and support organizers who push for change. I go out on tour and integrate with the working type while you stuck at the merch table working the headliners merchandise.
Hey.
Even with hella pockets, I am out of pocket. San Bernardino, Planned Parenthood, man, that's the same topic. I don't vote. The Electoral College is like a punchline to a whack line, but I'm voting for Bernie Sanders off of a Killer Mike cosign.
Hell yeah.
Live in Oakland, just a lake away from Funktown. Be cool, I'll call my Viet and Cambodian homies right now.
Hey, bro, and like, again, like that West Coast Asian culture shout out, that Funktown reference, like, let's go, like representation out there in hip hop.
So for any listeners,
Indonesians, bro,
for any listeners outside of California
that don't know about Funktown
and who also don't know about like Asian gang culture in the West Coast, like who he's calling out, like not only
those
just
Funktown boys came in,
like really hard, like Asian refugees who came up with like really hard lives, like they are not seen in media. Like most of media only knows like what we call fancy Asians versus jungle Asians, to quote Ali Wong.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, like he's calling out like the jungle Asian who came up from like that real struggle.
Yeah. Bro. Y'all know.
Off of a Killer Mike cosign. Live in Oakland, just a lake away from Funktown. Be cool, I'll call my Viet and Cambodian homies right now.
Yeah, word.
Who down to get down? Shout to the homies from Laos. If government promises were raindrops, Cali wouldn't be in a fucking drought.
Hey.
Second Amendment rights. Fade the left, check the right. I want they ass to ban guns because I'm confident with the hands I'm nice. I'm what white kids used to call a...
Fake the left to check the right.
Fake the left to check the right. I hope they ban guns because I'm confident. What they say?
Drought. Second Amendment rights. Fake the left, check the right. I want they ass to ban guns because I'm confident with the hands I'm nice. I'm what white kids used to call a dog eater. Hanging with kids that white kids used to call niggers and beaners. Well, this dog eater come from where the government is bought out by companies that come from the richest countries just to ball out. Exploiters still were living over heaps of steaming garbages or building huts over rotten poor people's carcasses and might not have a meal to eat for days, and of course it's frowned upon by those who exploit us for the trade. You see, I'd rather eat a dog than be a greedy piece of shit. Y'all ready to bang on ISIS, but y'all scared to protest the pig. What type of shit is this? What happened to the gangsters I grew up with who walk inside a pool hall, throw his hood, and get to punching? Now it's close.
Down to that is a very specific reference to some old like Asian gang shit of like so back in like the 90s, pool halls were like a big hangout for a lot of Asian gangs. And
in the Philippines, pool is huge.
Yeah, but specifically in SoCal, there was the infamous maybe we're gonna bleep the names, but like had this thing called Summer Madness back in like the mid 90s where like there was a shooting and it was all sparked off of like a shooting at the pool hall, like because for the longest time it was a lot of like chest thumping and like what you gonna do, pussy, but then like it actually cracked off, shit got real, and that was the beginning of the gunplay, you know, in like for like Asian gangs. And yeah, it's crazy.
Big, what type of shit is this? What happened to the gangsters I grew up with who walk inside a pool hall, throw his hood, and get to punching? Now it's close your eyes and squeeze. That sound like coward shit to me. That's probably why y'all scared to toe a line against whatever city PD. Fuck it. It's time we make these hip-hop spaces safe for everyone, where women won't have to come and get sweated by thirsty fucking boys. And my queer comrades can post and smoke a J, whatever identifier you identify with, smoke a J.
Hey, let's go.
Anywho, I'm Bambu and I'm fucking cold. And I'll see y'all at one or both of these fucking shows. Bam. Oakland, what's up?
Let's go, making anywho sound tough, Bambu. We see you, Doug. You just had anywho, and it made me think you could beat me up.
I never saw him. When you told me Bambu, I was thinking about somebody else.
Bam, dog.
Bro, he's big in like the not only like
Bambu is famously the DJ. There is a DJ Bambu.
Babu. But Bambu, he's super big in like the Filipino hip hop community.
Dang, I'm sad that I didn't.
Fire.
From the late 90s, early 2000s with his duo trio, really Native Guns, DJ Fatrick and Kiwi Elefante, and like Bam, he really puts in for the people. Like he puts in that real work. He from local, that restaurant in Watts. That's where he's from. He's from Watts. Yeah. From putting in working in restaurants to have sustainable food in the hood, and also trying to give back to the impoverished neighborhoods in the Philippines. Like Bambu, he really puts his money where his mouth is.
Dope.
Like boots on the ground always, and bars always. And like one thing that he does do that I always feel like a lot of Asian rappers from LA and fall into the same trappings that like Chicano rappers fall into in LA. They fall into that LA style. Yeah. They do a lot of that, like similar cadences and similar deliveries and
punchline setups.
But it works so well for him.
But like Bam, he has this like very interesting mix of all of it, like every little part of hip hop, and that's kind of like what makes somebody like Kendrick, right? Kendrick does super Compton-y shit, but he can do a lot of different shit, and like Bam really does have that ear for music and that
conscious kind of political vibe as well, it's nice.
And there's always more to it, even in his rhymes, even his delivery, even in like everything he does. I feel like there's always just this extra little bit that I feel like he's almost winking at you, like you don't see it yet, but you'll see it, dog. And when you see it, you're gonna thank me and you're gonna know and you're gonna learn. And
shout out
I'm fucking Bambu the God. Let's go.
So here on Pen Click, on the 2-piece combo, we rate every piece that we watch out of 10, like a slam, give him a slam score. And
with decimal points.
Yeah, with decimal points.
The point is the poetry, not the points.
No. The points are not the point. The point is the poetry. So that being said, Mr. Super B, your first time seeing Mr. Bambu do his thing. If you saw this as a slam, how would you score it?
It's tough for me, even though I did a hip hop piece in the beginning of this segment.
Yeah, you did. Let's go.
That's not like, what we would want to judge at a slam. If you were to see the slam, it'd be very poorly judged by me, maybe.
This is not a slam piece.
Yeah.
It's a freestyle.
What I really, really admired about it, he knew it so well that he can pull it off as like almost a freestyle. He played the nonchalantness really well, and didn't seem like he was like on cadence or in rhythm. If there was music behind it, it wouldn't be on hit. So to me, that I love that. For my first C, I'm gonna give him a 7.3.
Okay, 7.3.
Yeah,
all right.
7.3. Is that safe? Yeah.
Yeah, you said that kind of nervous.
I mean, there's a lot of gun references, bro, and I was like, I know it's my people, but
he's gonna pull up on you like for rating the poetry.
Yeah.
Oh, 7.3, huh?
Word.
Yeah. I'm a tough judge, but I mess with Bambu, bro. I feel you, bro. Shout out if you watch this, bro. I love your music.
Yeah, we check out his latest album. He came out with
fire.
Yeah, fire, super fire.
So good.
Yeah.
Such an important moment too for hip hop.
Let's make some music.
The realest gangster album I've ever heard. Like,
damn, that's big.
But it's certainly the realest gangster album about Asian culture this country's ever seen. Period.
Yeah,
like that's a whole side of, and that's one thing that like a lot of people outside of like Asian culture that don't have like Asian homies or have one Asian coworker, things like that, you know what I'm saying? They don't realize that it is like all people, a spectrum. It is a full spectrum of people, and there are people that are still struggling or trapping or didn't have the resources or didn't get out of the struggle.
How West Coast is fuck this is.
And that's what I was gonna say. Because
that way.
As a slam, like in slam, I know you can't use props, but if he could like smoke and hold that cup, dog, I'm giving you extra points for that.
Also, if he did do it, it's like, I'm not checking him. Word. You do what you do, Bam.
But yeah, he definitely has like, again, that like Best Coast cool shit like that.
Yeah.
That he also has that sense of when you see somebody and they express something, especially art, you can usually suss it out fairly quickly. But like you can tell they're coming from a real place. Like, oh, you got here, dog. You didn't like just land here.
You believe him?
Yeah, nobody gave you this. You got here, and he oozes that confidence all the time. Like, you can't take this from me, dog. I made this, and you couldn't take it from me if you wanted. It's mine. I made it.
That's the most important thing in art in general, I think. That's
finding that voice and that confidence.
So, Mr. Daniel Hees.
And he oozes that shit, dog. Just sipping fucking.
You guys give him a score too?
Let's go.
All right, what do you?
Yeah. So, I think you were a little low there with the 7.3. I'm also super on that new Bam right now, like to this day. So I'm gonna give him a little bit more credit because it's Best Coast fresh. I'm gonna forgive the beanie with the ball on it, and I'm gonna come in and give him like we'll give him that standing infinity, dog. We give him that hard 8.
Okay.
I'll give him that 8. I'll give him that. If I saw him do something like this in a slam, if I saw anybody deliver a piece with that swag in the slam first round, I'm giving you like an 8 or a 9 just to see what's next. All right, you got it, then let's see what's up then, dog. What's your round 2? Round 2, you better not do some cool boy shit. You better not get up there and be like, I'm cool again. You gotta fucking put out. But yeah, I think like round 1 in a slam, I would definitely give him like a 9.
I need to go to slam with you guys too. All right, so we're going to rhetoric, and I'm going to slam with you guys.
Let's go.
All right, I don't know. It's really tough for me because like growing up, listening to, I'm biased. Listening to Bam's music and really looking up to him and like really fucking with like his whole message.
You wouldn't be allowed to judge, man.
Yeah, I know. Facts. Well, first of all,
you really wouldn't.
In slam, if you know the poet and you score a person, like that person could get disqualified.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, like slam official scores, like you could get that person disqualified if you already have like a personal relationship with that person. But that being said,
and you're always aware of this. Like when the new Bam album dropped, you were like, "Hey, did you peep? It's fire." And I was like, "Is it fire or is it just the best Filipino rap album right now?" And you were like, "It might be both." But then I listened and I was like, "No, it's legitimate. Like, fucking fire."
So, but that being said, like me coming from that hip hop background and rapidy rap shit, like he does a lot of the things that I love.
Yeah, word.
About spoken word
and set up and punch.
Exactly. That's a lot of shit that I fuck with. But because it's a freestyle, like it's not very succinct, like narratively. So like I do dock points from that. But at the same time, like if someone delivered it the way he did on stage. And he's like, it's like the OG, like, you know, putting people on game about shit. Like, I really fuck with that heavy. And yeah, just like his whole approach to it, it's a 9.
All right.
That's a 9. Yeah, fresh coast, best coast, left coast,
again,
west
and that's
coast.
A round 1 9 for me.
Right, round 1 9, facts. Round 2, you would have to pull out something different.
Yeah.
Like,
and don't even bring this to round 3.
Right,
I don't want to see your cool boy swag in round 3. I want to see you work in round 3.
Right.
You guys do this, bro.
Hey, we out here. We out here.
So that was the first part of the 2-piece combo from Bambu off of Beat Rock music label. Check him out. Check out his new album. All that shit. Bambu is the god. For sure. Bam, brah.